Hi, I'm Harper,
Ciao, I'm Eva.
and we're back with another simple recipe. I hope.
It's a simple recipe, Harper. Also because it's a recipe that doesn't need to be cooked.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Today we are going to make salame di cioccolato.
Chocolate salami.
Yes, or salame al cacao is one of the traditional homemade dessert in Italy, and I had a bunch of these when I was a kid.
I have to ask, just because of past experiences, there won't be any meat in this.
No, I don't see any meat over there.
Okay,
so
I'm just
no,
checking.
no
I'm
meat.
just checking. It's a possibility.
And what we have here,
Okay, I'll start with the easy ones. We got some butter.
we have butter,
Looks like a little bit of milk.
yeah,
Sugar.
yeah.
Cocoa powder. Nuts. Hazelnuts.
See, but they are optional. I love hazelnuts, so I'm going to use some of them. But if you don't like, if you don't have, if you prefer walnuts or if you prefer pistachio, feel free to use whatever you have or also skip it.
We also have some honey. This is the delicious orange blossom honey you brought back from Italy. Here we have some biscuits or cookies of some kind.
These are dry Italian cookies. I made this by myself, but you can easily find in the grocery shop. You can use also the digestive cookies.
Oh yeah, I've seen those digestive. Those are kind of like British biscuit type things, I think. Like tea cookies, yeah, yeah.
Yes, important is that they are not full of butter. So try to skip the buttery cookies. Try to skip also the stuffed cookies like Oreo or something like that. They need to be very, very easy.
No Oreos?
No, maybe yes, it can work, but the traditional one is with this.
Okay.
So what you want to do? If you feel free to experiment, please don't experiment and let us know.
If someone tries an Oreo one, please tag us on Instagram. I want to see that.
So the first step, Harper, is to break our cookies.
Normally I would just go for it, but is that what I should do? I should just break them all up?
Yes,
Crumble them?
you need to break with your hands, or if it seems too difficult, you can use also a plastic bag with a mattarello.
Oh, I'm going by hand.
Please do it. And it's very important that they are irregular. Some of them will be in pieces, some
Okay.
will be a little bit more.
So not like into a
Dust?
complete dust.
No. The salame, as you know, it has the chunk of fat.
As
and
I know. Oh, real salami.
See, you never had a salami in your life, Harper.
Well, I never had a chocolate salami. I thought you were talking about that.
It will look like a salami, but it
Okay.
will be a sweet salami made with all these ingredients, but it needs to resemble a salami. Do you need help?
No, this is fun.
It can be also an anti-stress dessert. So if you are a little bit stressed and you know what you can do at home, instead of punching your husband, just break cookies and make salame di cioccolato.
Almost done here. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Boom!
Eh?
So it's
Bravo.
kind of like pretty irregular.
So next step is melt the butter.
It's melting.
No, I hope so, because otherwise it means that our microwave doesn't work. Right now we need to put in the sugar.
Okay, into the cookies.
Yes, into the cookie side. But for the cocoa, maybe it's better if you do like that, so we don't have
The clumps.
Yes. It's a very easy dessert, Harper.
It seems like it. I already have half the ingredients in.
It can be also a Christmas dessert, a Christmas treat, if you think that you can put inside, for example, also some dried figs.
It wouldn't be Christmas without a nice chocolate salami.
Now we add some of my wonderful honey. Not too much because there is the sugar. This is just to give some extra taste. Okay, we have two ways of using the nuts. Our hazelnut. Or we will use them whole like this, whole like this, or we can crush them. How do you prefer?
I like them whole.
Put the hazelnut there.
And it has nothing to do with the fact that that involves less work for me.
Start to put the butter.
And the milk?
And now start to mix all together. You don't need to mix with your hands if you don't want to, just mix with this.
It seems pretty dry at this point. Is
Don't
that normal?
worry, Harper, don't worry. You see that?
Yeah, it's starting to come together there.
Okay, now that everything is, let's say, wet,
Yeah.
we need a piece of parchment paper. So what we need to do is to put our salami here and give it a shape of a salami.
Like sort of lengthwise this way? Kind of like that?
Maybe press a little bit more, Harper. Don't be scared. Now, it's very, very good. Now we need to close it with the parchment paper, which means it needs to be very, very tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So kind of like this, and then
See?
roll it up tight.
See? Then close here very tight. We can press a little bit more so we're sure that it has more or less the shape of a salami. We can also use a piece of a plastic wrap to make it more tight. Okay.
Got it. Got it. And then roll it up.
See?
That's a tight looking salami.
What we are going to do now is put our salami at least for 3 hours in the fridge. It's much better if you maybe make the salami the day before, but 3 hours should be okay. Or if you don't want to wait 3 hours and something is telling me that my husband doesn't wait 3 hours, you can put this for 2 hours in the freezer.
Let's do that. All right, into the freezer. Okay, so I guess we'll be back in 2 hours
Yes.
to see how it came out.
And eat our salami di cioccolato.
You even put string on it to make it look like a real sausage.
But it's a salami. It's sweet, but it's always a salami.
And I love how when you cut into it, you were right. The cookies and the nuts give it like sort of the marbled fat you would have in a real sausage. Hopefully it doesn't taste like normal salami. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito!
The chocolate, the hazelnuts, and then the crunch of those cookie bits in there.
It's amazing.
Amazing. And it feels Christmassy, you were right.
See, it's very Christmassy dessert, even if it's not made for Christmas.
Guys, we hope you enjoyed this very, very simple recipe and super delicious, I might add. If you give it a shot, tag us in a picture on Instagram or Facebook at Pastagrammar. We'd love to see what you come up with. Give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.
Ciao.